Did you know that 1 in 4 seniors over age 65 falls every year? And here's the most alarming part. Nearly 80% of those falls are directly linked to weak leg muscles. If getting out of your favorite chair now takes 2 tries, if climbing stairs feels like dragging cinder blocks, if your legs tremble or feel empty when you stand, you are not alone. Muscle loss in older adults is fast, silent, and often ignored until it's too late. But here's the good news. There's one simple food that research shows can restore leg strength, support balance, and help you move with confidence again. Most seniors don't eat it daily, but those who do feel stronger in just days. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, how to use it, and why your future may depend on it. If staying mobile and independent matters to you, go ahead and tap the like button. And if you care about feeling stronger with age, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you don't miss the tips we create just for you. We want to hear your experience. Have your legs felt weaker lately? Type yes if you've noticed changes or no if you still feel strong. Your answer might help someone else feel seen today. Let's begin with a simple question. When was the last time you stood up from a chair without using your hands? For many seniors, the answer is either not recently or I don't even try anymore. That quiet change is more than inconvenience. It's the start of something much deeper, a slow loss of strength, energy, and freedom that too often goes unnoticed until it's too late. You see, the muscles in your legs, your thighs, calves, hips, and glutes, are responsible for nearly every movement you make. They help you stand, balance, climb, turn, lift your knees, and even protect you from falling. But as you age, these muscles begin to weaken silently. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't show up in your blood tests. And for most people, it doesn't trigger concern until that moment when your legs just give out. Here's what the science says. Starting around age 50, the average person loses 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade. After age 60, that number goes up, and after 70, it accelerates sharply, unless we actively stop it. This loss of muscle mass has a name, sarcopenia. It's not just a medical term. It's a condition that leads to poor balance, reduced walking speed, difficulty climbing stairs, a higher risk of fractures, and ultimately, loss of independence. In fact, the National Institute on Aging warns that muscle weakness is one of the top predictors of early disability in older adults. And it makes sense, doesn't it? You don't realize how important your legs are until the day you can't trust them anymore. Let's say you're walking across the living room. You stop to steady yourself on the wall. Maybe you're in the grocery store and hesitate before reaching for something high on the shelf, afraid your legs might not hold. Or maybe, like many others, you now avoid stairs completely and plan your day around avoiding anything that might tire you out. That's not just aging. That's your body signaling that your muscles are running low, not just on energy, but on the building blocks they need to stay alive. Now here's the surprising part. Most people think the answer is just exercise more. But the reality? Exercise without proper nutrition is like asking a car to drive with no fuel. Your muscles can't rebuild themselves without the right ingredients. And that's where many seniors fall behind. Because even if you eat 3 meals a day, you might not be giving your legs the very specific fuel they require. In fact, studies show that a large percentage of older adults, even those who eat healthy, are chronically deficient in muscle-supporting nutrients. This includes protein-building amino acids, anti-inflammatory compounds, and a few key nutrients found in very specific foods. And that brings us to a powerful truth. There is one food, a simple, natural food, that contains everything aging muscles need to recover, repair, and regain strength. It's not expensive, it's not hard to find. And it's not something exotic you have to order online. But because it doesn't get much attention, most seniors aren't eating it, and their muscles are paying the price. You see, nutrition for muscle health isn't about calories. It's about what those calories carry inside them. And this one food contains the exact nutrient compound your legs need to stay strong, steady, and reliable as you age. Doctors are beginning to take notice. And research from top medical journals is confirming what many seniors are now discovering. Adding this food into your daily routine can restore muscle energy, prevent falls, and improve walking speed, sometimes within days. So what is it? We're just about to reveal it. But before we do, it's important you know what to look for, what signs your body might already be showing, warning you that it's time to act. Because if you're noticing any of these symptoms, there's a good chance your legs are already calling for help, and recognizing the warning signs is the first step toward healing. Is your body already warning you? Don't ignore these 5 signs. The body has a quiet way of asking for help, long before anything serious happens. Especially when it comes to muscle strength, the signs often seem so small that we ignore them, until they add up. Let's walk through the most common symptoms that your legs might already be growing weaker, and what they truly mean. My legs feel like jelly. When I stand, have you ever stood up from a chair or bed and felt your legs wobble beneath you? That sensation, like your muscles are too soft or not fully responding, is one of the clearest signs that your lower body strength is fading. It may only last a second. You may catch your balance. But this is not normal aging. It means your muscles are no longer producing energy quickly enough to support your body's movements. That's called a fast twitch muscle delay, and it can lead to poor balance, hesitation when walking, and eventually, Tears 2, I'm holding onto furniture. More often you're walking across the room, and your hand naturally reaches for the wall or the back of a chair. You're not falling, but you're not trusting your legs either. This subtle behavior is a coping mechanism. Your brain is trying to make up for your legs' lack of power or stability by leaning on your environment. According to a study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, this habit often precedes serious balance issues by 6 to 12 months. If you find yourself constantly reaching for support, your body is giving you an early alert. Climbing stairs. Feels like a workout you used to climb 2 flights without thinking. Now even 5 steps leave you breathless, or you feel your thighs burn before reaching the top. This isn't about poor cardio or being out of shape. Your leg muscles, especially your quadriceps, are among the first to lose mass with age. They're responsible for lifting your entire body upward, and when they weaken, even the smallest incline feels like a mountain. And here's the danger. We start avoiding stairs. Then we stop moving as much. Then the muscles shrink even faster. I'm more tired after normal activities. Walking through the grocery store used to be easy. Now it drains you. Cooking a full meal used to feel fine. Now you sit down halfway through. This is your body telling you, I don't have the energy reserves I used to. Muscles require constant fuel, and without proper nutrition, like creatine, amino acids, and key micronutrients, they begin to use more energy just to perform basic tasks. This leads to what doctors call functional fatigue, when your body gets tired faster, even if you're not doing more. And unfortunately, it often leads seniors to reduce activity, accelerating the very weakness that caused the fatigue. I had a fall or a close call recently. Let's be honest, a fall can be one of the scariest moments in older age. But even a near fall, when you stumble, trip, or catch yourself at the last second, should not be brushed off. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, says that even one fall doubles your chances of falling again. And in over 60% of cases, lower body weakness is the root cause. If you've had a fall and or even felt unsteady walking, you may be closer to serious muscle loss than you think. These are not just signs of getting older. They are signals from your muscles asking for help. And here's the important truth. These signs often appear before full-blown sarcopenia sets in, which means you still have time, you still have power. You can still turn this around, because muscle loss is not a life sentence. It is a treatable condition. And in many cases it can be reversed, especially when you give your muscles what they need most. And that brings us to the most important part of today's video. The one food that helps restore leg strength, repair muscle tissue, and protect against the slow, silent loss of power. It's natural, it's accessible, and it starts working within hours. That food is salmon. Not just any salmon, but high-quality, fatty salmon, preferably wild-caught. Why? Because it's one of the most concentrated natural sources of the nutrients that aging muscles need to survive, heal, and grow stronger. Let's break it down. Why salmon? Salmon is a nutritional powerhouse that delivers high-quality protein omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, creatine, vitamin D, vitamins, magnesium, and selenium. Together, these nutrients work in harmony to combat the effects of aging, especially in your legs, joints, and lower back. Let's take a closer look at how each one helps reverse muscle loss and bring back your strength. Complete protein for muscle rebuilding. Salmon provides all 9 essential amino acids that your body needs to repair and build muscle. As we age, our ability to use dietary protein becomes less efficient, a process called anabolic resistance. This means that even if you're eating enough protein, your muscles might not be absorbing it properly. But the amino acid profile in salmon is more easily absorbed than many plant-based or processed protein sources. And this matters because muscles are made of protein fibers. Without regular replenishment, those fibers shrink, tear, and eventually fade. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed 25-30 grams of high-quality protein per meal maintained significantly more muscle mass than those who didn't. A 6-ounce serving of salmon? It delivers 34 grams of powerful, muscle-repairing protein. Bell. Omega-3s, anti-inflammatory power for aging muscles, yotas. Legs don't just get weaker with age, they also get inflamed. Inflammation from aging, chronic stress, or arthritis creates a condition called inflammaging, where the body constantly breaks down muscle instead of building it. That's where EPA and DHA, the omega-3 fats in salmon, come in. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed omega-3s increased their muscle protein synthesis by over 30%. Even without exercise, eating salmon can actively rebuild your leg muscles, even if you aren't doing strenuous workouts. These omega-3s also help with joint comfort, reducing the stiffness that often holds seniors back from movement. Creatine. The secret energy source inside salmon, creatine, isn't just for athletes. It's actually a natural compound found in fish and red meat that fuels your muscles' quick energy system, especially important for seniors who need short bursts of strength. Whether you're standing up, climbing stairs, or catching yourself from a stumble, your body uses phosphocreatine to power those actions. Salmon contains natural creatine that's easily absorbed and goes straight to your muscles. Study in the Journal of Gerontology found that creatine supplementation in older adults improved leg strength by 10 to 20% within a week. While supplements are one route, salmon gives you natural creatine plus protein, fats, and vitamins, all in one meal. Vitamin D, strength from the sun, and your plate. Vitamin D is critical for bone health, muscle contractions, and balance. But after age 60, many adults become deficient, especially those who don't get daily sun exposure. Just one serving of salmon, especially wild-caught varieties like sockeye, provides over 600 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, which is close to or above your entire daily requirement. And here's what it does. Helps your muscles absorb calcium, prevents leg cramps and muscle spasms. Supports nerve signals that coordinate walking. And balance. A study published in the Journal of Endocrinology found that low vitamin D levels were directly linked to poor muscle performance and increased fall risk in older women. Salmon gives you this vitamin in its most natural and bioavailable form: 5 magnesium, selenium, and B vitamins. The silent helpers. Salmon is also rich in magnesium, helps relax muscles, prevent cramping, and improve sleep, which is vital for muscle recovery. Selenium supports cellular repair and reduces oxidative stress. B12 and B6, crucial for energy production and nerve function in the legs. Together, these micronutrients work behind the scenes to restore the systems your body needs to keep moving confidently. Here's what studies show. Seniors who ate salmon 2 to 3 times a week reported significant improvement in leg strength, energy, and walking speed. Muscle inflammation decreased by up to 25%, risk of falls was reduced by as much as 23%, overall strength scores improved after just 4 to 6 weeks. And the best part? It's never too late. Even seniors in their 70s and 80s saw results. Salmon doesn't just feed your stomach. It feeds your legs, your brain, and your independence. In our next section, we'll walk you through simple ways to enjoy salmon, even if you've never liked it before. We'll also talk about easy alternatives and a step-by-step action plan to help you make it part of your routine without stress, expense, or complicated recipes, because adding just one food like salmon could be the start of getting your legs and your freedom back. Now that you know how powerful salmon can be for restoring lost leg strength, balance, and muscle energy, let's talk about how to actually use it in your life. No fancy recipes, no complicated changes. Just simple, senior-friendly steps you can take starting today. Even if you've never been a fish person, even if you're on a budget, and even if you've tried before and didn't like it, this section is for you. Because the goal here isn't perfection, it's progress, and building habits that help your legs grow stronger with every bite. Let's walk through your strength recovery plan. Experts recommend 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week for older adults. For leg strength and muscle recovery, salmon is the top choice. Target: 2 meals per week, spaced a few days apart. Serving size: about 4 to 6 ounces per serving, roughly the size of your palm. This gives you consistent doses of protein, omega-3s, and natural creatine without needing supplements. And don't worry if you can't eat fish often, we'll share substitutes shortly. Not all salmon is created equal. For maximum nutrient density, go for wild-caught Alaskan salmon, highest in omega-3s and vitamin D. Sockeye salmon, deep red color and rich flavor. Frozen wild salmon fillets, affordable and just as nutritious as fresh canned wild salmon, with bones. Excellent source of calcium too. Avoid heavily processed or fried salmon products. They lose many of the nutrients your muscles need. You don't need to be a chef. Here are easy, no-stress ways to prepare salmon. Baked salmon. Place a fillet on foil, add olive oil, lemon juice, and a pinch of herbs. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees C, for 15-20 minutes. Pan-seared salmon. Heat a small pan with olive oil. Sear salmon for 4 to 5 minutes per side. Crispy outside, soft inside. Salmon salad. Mix canned salmon with plain yogurt or olive oil. Add chopped celery and onion. Eat with crackers or in a lettuce wrap. Salmon omelette. Flake leftover salmon into your eggs in the morning. High-protein breakfast for strong legs. Salmon soup. Add chunks of cooked salmon to a vegetable broth with spinach, carrots, and potatoes. Even one of these meals per week can make a big difference. Not everyone enjoys the taste of salmon. If that's you, don't worry. Here are alternatives that carry similar benefits. Sardines canned in olive oil, rich in omega-3s, vitamin D, and calcium. Eat with toast or over salad. Mackerel. Another oily fish loaded with creatine and muscle-protecting fats. Tuna, light or skipjack. Affordable and high in protein, but lower in omega-3 than salmon. Omega-3 supplements. If fish is not an option at all, try omega-3 capsules. Look for ones that contain at least 1,000 calories of EPA plus DHA per serving. Combine these with high-protein meals, eggs, beans, dairy, for a full muscle-supporting diet. Food fuels recovery, but movement activates the muscles. Once salmon and nutrients are entering your system, keep your legs awake with easy daily motions. Chair. Stands, sit, and stand 5 times in a row, slowly and with control. Heel raises. While holding a counter, rise onto your toes and lower slowly. Step taps. Tap one foot onto a step or low box, alternating sides for 10 to 15 reps. 5 to 10 minutes per day of gentle movement tells your body these muscles are still in use. Keep them strong. Want to supercharge the benefits of salmon? Combine it with nutrients that help muscles absorb what they're given. Vitamin D. If you're not getting much sun, add a 1,000-2,000 IU vitamin D3 supplement daily. Take it with salmon or a meal for Better absorption. Magnesium helps relax and rebuild muscles overnight. Eat magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, or take a supplement of 200 to 400 milligrams at night. These additions work quietly in the background, but help every ounce of salmon do more for your muscles. You don't need to change everything. Start with one salmon meal a week. Add movement when you can. Hydrate. Sleep well. Stay curious about what your body needs. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to start and stay consistent. Because with every step you take, with every forkful of the right food, you are telling your muscles, I still need you. Stay strong. One of the most encouraging parts about improving leg strength through food is how quickly the body responds, especially when you're giving it exactly what it's been missing. Here's what to expect when you begin adding salmon and related nutrients into your weekly routine, along with light movement and proper hydration. Many seniors report feeling less fatigued and more stable after just 1-2 meals of high-protein, omega-3 rich salmon. Your body begins absorbing the amino acids, vitamin D, and natural creatine right away, replenishing depleted muscle cells. You may notice slightly more energy when standing, less jelly leg sensation after sitting, a general sense of body lightness after 7 days, improved balance and confidence. At this point, the nutrients are being used more efficiently. Your fast-twitch muscle fibers, which help you catch yourself and support sudden movement, start to activate better. What seniors typically notice: easier time getting out of chairs, reduced wobbling, or need to hold furniture. Greater confidence. Walking around the house or yard. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who added fatty fish just twice a week reported 10–15% improvement in walking speed and lower body function within the first week. By 3 to 4 weeks, visible leg strength returns. This is where the real transformation happens. Your muscles have had time to rebuild fibers, your nerves are firing more efficiently, and you begin to move like yourself again. At this stage, many seniors report easier stair climbing, less reliance on canes or walkers, standing longer while cooking, cleaning, or walking outdoors, a decrease in stumbles or close calls. You may even hear someone say, "You're walking better these days." Imagine waking up one morning standing tall from your bed and feeling steady, no fear, no fatigue. That's what one food, one habit, and one small change can do over time. Let's take a moment to recap what we've uncovered. The problem? Age-related muscle loss, especially in the legs, is one of the biggest silent threats to seniors. It sneaks in slowly, making it harder to walk, stand, climb, and stay independent. You've seen it in the small things: needing help from chairs, avoiding stairs, feeling unsure on your feet. The symptoms: heavy legs, wobbly knees, holding furniture, fatigue after simple chores, maybe even a fall or a close call that left you shaken. The truth? This isn't just aging, it's a nutrient deficiency, and you can change it. The solution? A simple, powerful food: salmon. Packed with protein, omega-3s, creatine, and vitamin D. It provides everything your muscles need to rebuild strength, energy, and confidence. By eating just 2 servings a week and combining it with gentle movement and supportive nutrients, you can restore leg function, improve balance, and reclaim the freedom you thought was gone. You deserve to move without fear, to walk without wobbling, to feel strong when you wake up, and stable when you lie down. You've spent a lifetime working hard. You've cared for others. Now it's your turn to be cared for, and starting with your own body. And it all begins with one food and one decision. Don't wait for things to get worse. Start today and feel the difference in your legs, your energy, and your life. Do you already eat salmon, or will you try adding it this week? Tell us in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first step. And if this video helped you feel more hopeful, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss new tips made just for you. Because here we believe aging doesn't mean losing strength. It means learning what your body truly needs to thrive. Let's keep walking forward, stronger, together.